Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about something that, I don't know, it's not clickbait. You know, I'm not just throwing GTA 6 in the title, but it's obviously not going to be in GTA 5. And that is maybe a more updated version of flying. Updated mechanics and physics. Because the ones that we have now, you're not just going to be able to redo the entire system in GTA. The Grand Theft Auto 5 that we have. It just wouldn't mesh with one another. They would not flow together, and this is a plane that has been modified. I was playing with it, and I was like, you know, the way this thing flies is so different. It feels like you're actually flying in something a little more important, a little more cumbersome. You don't just fly it in the sense where you can turn on a dime, you know, where the plane moves so quickly that you're like, okay, well, it's not really a jet at this point, it's more of a kite. And we're gonna go land over at that island over there, Cayo Perico, if it's actually still in the game, let's hope. And you can tell that this actually, look at the back, look at that, it has thrust vectoring. So I don't think it's just for appearances, I think it can actually change. A lot of Russian jets have this, like the MiG-29, fully capable thrust vectoring. The F-22 Raptor has it as well, but I am pretty sure that's only vertical. It can't go horizontal. So check this out. You may not notice anything, but the way I'm flying it now, oh, look at that. The way I'm flying it now feels much nicer. This feels like a proper aircraft. That sounds unbelievably pretentious, but watch here, even the turning radius. You can see the plane is actually sliding. You're bleeding a little bit of speed off. But let's go see if that island is even still out there. Oh, it is, because you know what? I see the aircraft carrier. And you have to be really careful too about the height that you fly, because there are so many maps that they've had to add, like the race courses and stuff, and they're out of sight, but the collision geometry is still there. So let's see if anybody's on the aircraft carrier. I'm not in the mood to blow anyone up, plus I'm in passive mode. Anyone on there? Yeah. And they have planes that are on the deck. I have no idea what they're meant to be, because they have the rear stabilizers of a Hornet. You know, they have the two of them, but they kind of look like an F-16. Let's do a flyby. And this is an extraordinarily fast plane as well. The map would have to be very large to add this type of aircraft into the game because of how much faster it is. If people lock on with missiles, there's no point, because you can just outrun them. Anybody down here? But again, look at that. The type of maneuverability that you have. Let's try to land on the runway, actually. I'm not a good pilot. I think the aircraft carriers have, what do you call them, like the arresting hook, the harnesses, and all planes come with them, but you actually have to be some type of naval plane to land on an aircraft carrier. You know, it's basically a controlled crash landing. You can't do it with any other plane. It won't be able to stand it. But there we go, perfect landing. Man, I do not know what those types of smoke particles are. They just look like little beads. There's another fella there, two of them actually. Maybe I should disable passive mode. Let's see how kind they are to me. Though I don't think they... Look at... Yeah, see? The second you go out of passive mode, these people have this affinity to shoot you. I don't know why. It's like... Dude, you're not actually part of a paramilitary organization. Well, how about this? Okay, wow. Thought they would have put up a better fight, but now they're going to be pissed off, and the unfortunate side effect, the byproduct of having a plane that is this realistic, is it's slower to move. Come on, get the hatch down. There we go, got the canopy down. And we are out of here. Isn't that a great view? Right there, coming in for landing. Okay, here we go. Terrible, terrible. Can we clip them? Let's see. Passive aggressive? Oh, horribly passive aggressive. This is absolutely awesome. Did you see that? The two guys taking off in Hornets? I'm gonna go follow them. Man, why doesn't GTA Online have this stuff? Like, I know you can fly in jets, but the addition of an aircraft carrier would just be perfect. I'm gonna far and away out accelerate them. And the draw distance is horrible on this server for the obvious fact that you have to somehow curb the lag. So I've got no idea where they... Oh, there they are. There they are. Isn't this awesome? Because it's an actual Hornet. They're smart enough to be using naval planes, which is very cool. I'm not really being shot at, am I? No, it's just the thrust shutting off. Hey, fella. Man, we're getting some lag. Look at that turn rate. Yeah, it is because of the thrust vectoring. The turn rate's unbelievable. See what I mean? It's almost sliding. It's drifting. The first F-16 to ever drift. Oh man, we did not invest in thrust vectoring with the US, and that's okay because obviously it's beyond visual range combat. You know, no one gets in dogfights anymore, but it looks cool. And it looks impressive. So can we land here? Man, what a horrible angle. Thank God I'm not a pilot. Thank you. Let's see if I can get off the runway in time. Oh, the rounds are already coming in. You see that? He's already starting to shoot. Oh no. Oh no, he's coming this way. No, he's not actually. Guys should not be a military tactician or whatever you'd want to call them. A strategist. When we see the enemy, and they're not even off the runway, go the other direction. Oh boy, this is a slow plane. I think B-2s are subsonic, aren't they? Am I gonna get flak? Am I gonna get flak? No, I'm not. Thanks for letting me go, pal. Nope, never mind. This reminds you of that, I don't take pride in saying this, but when NATO was bombing Serbia and they shot down one of our F-117s, well, they actually did do that. It was a amalgamation of perfect conditions to shoot down our prized stealth fighter. But there's this picture of an anti-aircraft gun that they have. I'd have to be more specific because I'd have to read about it more. And just as how people in war, they kind of put images on the side of their plane of what they've shot down, the planes that they've killed, they actually claim they shot down a B-2 as well. But of course the United States would never admit that. I personally don't believe it. I think shooting down an F-117 is crazy enough. But I think I could get behind the theory that they damaged the B-2, because they didn't shoot it down. They said they hit it and it limped back to a nearby base. It was heavily covered up by the news. So I don't know. We gotta eject. The poor multi-billion-dollar B-2. That's what the B stands for. Billions. Now look what we have here. I was doing all of the domestic planes first. But this is the Eurofighter Typhoon. If you're European, you take a great deal of pride in this plane, as you should, as I believe it is, I could be wrong, but I think it's the fastest, I'm pretty sure it has the fastest climb rate in real life out of any plane. Yeah, great. See what I'm saying? Look, I just outran a missile. Beautiful physics. And I personally like the twin engines. I mean, we all know that the F-16 is arguably the best looking fighter of all time, but this plane, it looks evil. I mean, it should. Its job is to off people. But this plane, it's just so menacing looking, and knowing that it has the performance to back up its appearance is obviously a very good thing. I don't know what it is. It almost appears to be some type of, like a bat. It looks like a flying squirrel descending upon you. I know that's not what they were thinking when they designed this. We gotta, give me that flying squirrel look. Look, they can't even lock on. It's just too damn fast. And the maneuverability of it is outstanding. Great turn radius, but a lot of thrust. What's the cockpit look like? Canopy's a little blinding, but I can deal with it. Alright, let's see how fast we can take off here. Do we have afterburners? No, we don't. Damn it, I wanted to be able to see them. Americans actually did work with the Germans. Did I really just blow up an ambulance? Wow, what a guy I am. Yeah, they worked with the Germans back in the 90s on a research plane called the X-31. And it was, it's about thrust vectoring, which you saw before with the F-16 I first started playing with. And a lot of that research went into the Eurofighter Typhoon, so I believe. So maybe there's a little bit of my country in this plane, and I'm only saying that because of how much I like this damn thing. It's just so tough looking, dude. Like, I know an F-35 would blow any plane out of the sky before they even saw it, but that's just because it's a generation forward, and there's nothing you could do to circumvent that. But had they have possessed the same capabilities, I would want to fly this one. I mean, they call the F-35 Fat Amy for a reason, because it's not the most attractive looking plane, and this, on the other hand, is like a fucking supermodel. Okay, well anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I have a feeling this one is gonna bomb pretty bad. But I like planes and I like talking. Anyway, I'll see you next time.